In the 19th century, Marie Curie shocked the scientific world by winning not one, but two different Nobel Prizes. From fighting for women's right to vote to leading slaves to freedom, these are the untold stories of some remarkable women in history. First off, we've got Marie Curie. Marie Curie was a 19th century Polish scientist who completely transformed the scientific world. Driven by curiosity, Marie dove into physics and chemistry, discovering radium and polonium and coining the term radioactivity. Yep, she set the stage for the nuclear age. Despite facing gender bias in the male-dominated scientific world, Marie persisted. Widowed in 1906 when her husband Pierre Curie passed away, she didn't back down. Instead, she became the first woman to secure a Nobel Prize and the only person to win two in different scientific fields. Marie's resilience wasn't confined to the lab. During World War I, she took her expertise to the front lines, using X-rays in mobile units to diagnose injuries. But it wasn't just science. In the 20th century, women were making waves in activism. Eleanor Roosevelt. When Franklin D. Roosevelt became president, his wife Eleanor wasn't just a fancy first lady. Nope, she was the most politically active one ever. From 1933 to 1945, she wrote thousands of articles and books, leaving an unforgettable mark in history. Post-FDR, Eleanor didn't just take a breather. Nope, she shaped the UN, chaired the Human Rights Commission, and co-wrote the 1948 Declaration of Human Rights. Fearless in the face of McCarthyism, she fought for civil rights and led the charge for women in 1960. Eleanor Roosevelt wasn't just a lady with a title. She was a force to be reckoned with, leaving an epic legacy. But apart from politics and science, some women were especially skilled in tech. Ada Lovelace. Born in 1815, Ada wasn't a typical woman from the 1800s. Her big moment? Teamwork with Charles Babbage on his protocomputer, the analytical engine. But Ada didn't just tag along. She wrote the world's first computer program, way before computers were even a thing. Ada wasn't just crunching numbers. She saw computers as more than just calculators. She believed they could create art and music. Imagine thinking about all that in the 1800s. Her genius still echoes the tech world, making her a true pioneer. Now let's go back a little further in time and look at this next queen. Queen Cleopatra. Let's talk about the last active ruler of ancient Egypt, known for her political expertise and relationships. Born in 69 BC, she wasn't your average ruler. Cleopatra was like a powerful queen of Egypt, making big moves in history. She didn't just sit on a fancy chair. She hung out with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony. Cleopatra wasn't just a queen. She was also good at talking with people from different places. But here's the cool part. Cleopatra wasn't just into politics. She was super smart. She knew her math and science, proving that being clever goes hand in hand with leading. But in more recent times, we've had some pretty impressive women shape history too. Like Malala Yousafzai. She's an advocate for girls' education from Pakistan who survived a Taliban assassination attempt. Born in 1997, Malala isn't your average teenager. She's like a real-life superhero, standing up for education and girl power. Malala didn't just go to school. She fought for the right to education for all kids, especially girls. She faced challenges, even surviving an attack by those who opposed her beliefs. But guess what? She didn't back down. She kept fighting for what she knew was right. This girl isn't just about books. She's a global advocate for peace, education, and gender equality. Malala became the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate, showing the world that age doesn't limit your impact. Next up, we've got a woman everybody knows about, Joan of Arc. She was a leader and a martyr and played a key role in the 100 Years' War between England and France. She was a courageous young woman in armor, leading troops into battle during the 15th century's 100 Years' War. Joan's unyielding courage paved the way to victory, making her a French visionary who rocked history. Her legacy as a symbol of bravery still shines bright today, reminding us that one person's indomitable spirit can change the course of history, even in the darkest of times. Speaking of powerful women, let's not forget a modern-day hero who changed everything for women today. Emmeline Pankhurst. She was a leader of the British suffragette movement and played a key role in securing women's rights to vote. Born in 1858, she wasn't your typical woman. Emmeline was a real-life hero, leading the suffragette movement to fight for women's right to vote. This lady didn't just talk the talk, she walked the walk. Emmeline faced arrests and obstacles, but that didn't stop her. She led the suffragette army, demanding equality and reshaping history. Emmeline Pankhurst paved the way for women to have a voice in politics. Her legacy as a champion for women's rights echoes through time. But some women are remembered for being powerful leaders in modern leadership. Margaret Thatcher. Meet Margaret Thatcher, the ultimate multitasker, who juggled roles from mummy to prime minister. Leading Britain from 1979 to 1990, she was the first woman to hold such a position in a major European or American country, earning her the global nickname, the Iron Lady. Proud of her strong leadership, Thatcher proved doubters wrong about a woman's ability to handle the demanding role of Prime Minister. Her impact was so huge that female leaders worldwide find themselves compared to her, regardless of their differences. Next, we've got Hypatia of Alexandria. She was an ancient philosopher, mathematician, and astronomer in Alexandria, a leading scholar of her time. Born in Egypt, her dad, a math expert, broke tradition and taught her like a son. Hypatia was no ordinary woman of her time. She broke norms and became the first known female academic at the University of Alexandria. She didn't get married because she wanted to focus on acquiring knowledge. This lady wasn't just book smart, she was a polymath, dropping wisdom on ancient writings like a pro. Plus, she navigated the philosophical scene during a time of chaos between pagans, Christians, and Jews. Historians credit Hypatia as a powerful feminist of her time. Her intelligence didn't just break barriers, it helped kick prejudice against women in science to the curb. Everyone's heard about this next civil rights champion, Harriet Tubman. She was the ultimate hero who led 300 enslaved people to freedom on the Underground Railroad. Fueled by courage and determination, she started this incredible journey when she heard her niece was up for auction. By the time the Civil War rolled around, she already rescued 70 folks without a single mission failing. Harriet wasn't just brave, she was a tactical genius. She used coded songs like "Wade in the Water" to signal hiding. And at safe houses, she'd say, "A friend with friends," to let them know it was her. Plus, the nickname Moses made people think she was a guy, adding to a layer of fear. In a nutshell, Harriet Tubman wasn't just a hero. She was the mastermind of the Underground Railroad. Finally, we've got a true martyr and helper of those who are struggling. Mother Teresa. Meet Mother Teresa, a woman from Albania who became an Indian Roman Catholic nun and dedicated her life to helping those in need. In 1950, she founded the Missionaries of Charity in India and spent over 45 years assisting the poor, sick, orphans, and the dying. By the time she left us, Mother Teresa had over 500 missions in 100 countries, offering support in hospices, homes for people with HIV/AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis, as well as running soup kitchens, counseling programs, orphanages, and schools. Mother Teresa didn't judge, she just helped. Terry Castor, the big supporter of St. Teresa of Calcutta Villa, decided to honor her remarkable legacy by naming their affordable housing community after her. Mother Teresa's compassion and service continue to inspire through St. Teresa of Calcutta Villa. That's all for the untold stories of some of the most remarkable women in history. Thanks for tuning in, and if you want to catch more awesome content like this, make sure to click on the next video.